Imagine a mobile AI assistant that prioritizes user privacy, allowing you to interact with it using natural language or voice commands, all while keeping your data local and secure. This assistant can understand your requests, provide relevant information, and even perform tasks on your behalf, all within the confines of your mobile device. For instance, you could ask it to remind you of an upcoming meeting, and it would not only remind you, but also provide you with directions to the meeting location, all without sharing your personal data with any external servers. The user boundary of this product is defined by the mobile app itself, where you interact with the assistant through a conversational interface. Your input could be a voice command, a typed message, or even an image, which the assistant then processes to understand your request. The output is also contained within the app, where the assistant provides you with relevant information, answers your questions, or confirms the actions it has taken on your behalf. Behind this seamless user experience lies a sophisticated architecture that integrates multiple technologies to ensure privacy, efficiency, and functionality. At the core of this architecture is the Onyx repository, which serves as the local large language model, LM, that processes and understands your requests. Onyx enables advanced capabilities such as search, answer quality, and even code execution, all within the privacy of your mobile device. For speech recognition, the Whisper repository comes into play, allowing the assistant to accurately transcribe your voice commands into text that Onyx can then process. This ensures that your voice data is handled locally, without the need for external speech recognition services. The iosched repository provides a foundation for the mobile app's architecture, leveraging modern Android development best practices to ensure a smooth and efficient user experience. Its use of Jetpack Compose, Hilt, and coroutines enables the app to handle complex tasks while maintaining a responsive interface. When it comes to managing and querying data, the gridex repository offers a powerful backend solution. As a database IDE, gridex supports multiple database engines, allowing the app to store and retrieve data efficiently, all while leveraging AI for query suggestions and optimization. Finally, for authentication and authorization, the google-api-nodejs-client repository plays a crucial role. Although the primary focus is on local data handling, any interactions with external services are securely managed through OAuth 2.0 API keys, or JWT tokens, ensuring that your data and identity are protected. By integrating these repositories, the mobile AI assistant achieves a unique balance of privacy, functionality, and usability, setting a new standard for personal digital assistants. A user taps the microphone icon in the mobile app, triggering a voice query. The audio stream is captured by the Whisper integration, which runs locally on the device. Whisper's API contract here is straightforward. It accepts raw audio bytes and returns a JSON object containing the transcribed text, confidence scores, and language identification. This happens entirely in process. No data leaves the device unless explicitly required later. The transcribed text is passed to the Onyx LLM engine via gRPC endpoint. Onyx operates in a hybrid capacity. Its core inference runs locally for low-latency tasks, but for complex reasoning, it may spin up a secure WebSocket connection to a self-hosted Onyx server, if configured by the user. The API contract between the mobile app and Onyx specifies that all prompts include a device-specific encryption key derived from the user's biometric authentication. Onyx processes the query, leveraging its RAG capabilities by querying the gridex-powered local database for relevant historical data. Gridex's role here is critical. It acts as the unified local-first data store, exposing a SQL-like interface that Onyx can query via parameterized statements. The mobile app defines a schema within gridex that includes tables for user preferences, past conversations, and cached knowledge artifacts. When Onyx needs context, it sends a query like select content from conversations where topica, and timestamp, with parameters bound to the current query's needs. Gridex executes this against its SQLite or Redis backend, user configurable, returns results in a standardized JSON format, and enforces row-level security policies based on the active user session. Once Onyx generates a response, the data flow reverses. The answer is displayed in the UI, managed by iosched's Jetpack Compose components, and gridex stores the new conversation entry using an upsert statement to avoid duplicates. If the user enables sync, the google-api-nodejs-client kicks in. It handles OAuth2 token refresh flows using device-stored credentials, never sending secrets to the cloud, then securely replicates the new data to a configured backend, like Firebase, using Google's REST APIs. The sync is incremental. Only changed records are encrypted client-side and patched to the server, with e-tags ensuring no write conflicts. Throughout this flow, service boundaries are rigid. Whisper never sees raw text, it only handles audio. Onyx doesn't store data directly, it relies on gridex's storage abstraction. The mobile API, iosched, mediates permissions but delegates all heavy lifting to these specialized components. This creates a privacy-aware pipeline where data at rest remains localized, and data in transit is minimized and encrypted end-to-end. The architecture reflects mobile product teams' needs: modular, auditable, and built from battle-tested components rather than greenfield code. The MVP builds in layers, starting with the data plane. First, integrate gridex as the local-first database core, using its cross-engine adapter to handle encrypted SQLite or Realm for mobile, ensuring all user input stays on device by default. Wrap gridex's query interface with a privacy layer that logs access times and data types without storing raw content. Next, embed Whisper for speech-to-text, isolating its model weights within a secure enclave or trusted execution environment to prevent memory scraping. Use platform-native APIs like Android's KeyStore or iOS's secure enclave for key management. Onyx comes next, configured in self-hosted mode with minimal connectors, only local vector databases, and file systems allowed for the MVP. Disable cloud sync entirely and route all LLM inference through a proxy that strips personally identifiable information before processing. Test the proxy rigorously with edge cases like accidental numbers in free text. For the mobile shell, fork iosched's architecture but strip event-specific code, retaining its Compose UI patterns and hilt-driven modularity. Build a feature flag system to toggle sync and cloud features for testing. Write integration tests that validate data never leaves the device unless explicitly allowed via biometric auth. Use Work Manager to queue background jobs like model updates or opt-in sync, ensuring they fail closed if network security checks fail. Local development uses Docker Compose to spin up Onyx and gridex with mock data, while the mobile app connects via localhost tunnels. Set up a N file for developers to point to local instances, disabling telemetry. For testing, use JUnit for service layers and Espresso for UI, with shims that simulate network loss or encrypted storage errors. Production deployment starts with containerizing Onyx and gridex, deploying them via Kubernetes with network policies that restrict ingress to the mobile app's backend. Use the google-api-nodejs-client for secure OAuth handoffs, storing tokens in platform-native secure storage. Sync is opt-in, using a diff-based algorithm that encrypts Delta's client-side before transmitting via PIN TLS. Monitor with OpenTelemetry, logging only anonymized metadata. Background jobs handle model personalization and garbage collection of transient data. Use a time-based scheduler to refresh local LLMs during low-usage periods, verifying checksums before activation. For controlled sync, implement a two-phase commit. Data is encrypted, signed, and queued locally until the server confirms receipt with a non-replayable token. Every layer must pass a privacy audit before merging, with static analysis tools scanning for unintended data egress. Document all data flows as part of the MVP definition: what's stored, how it's processed, and who can access it. Assume breach mentality from day one. To bring this product to life, developers can leverage the unique features of each repository. Onyx, the self-hosted enterprise AI platform, can be deployed using Docker, Kubernetes, or Helm Terraform, with guides available for major cloud providers. Whisper, the open-source speech recognition model, can be installed and updated using a simple command, and its codebase is compatible with Python 3.83311 and recent PyTorch versions. Gridex, the AI-native database IDE, offers a built-in MCP server and AI chat, with native binaries for macOS, Windows, and Linux. The Google API Node.js client library supports authorization and authentication with OAuth 2.0 API keys and JWT tokens. In terms of configurations, Onyx supports over 50 indexing-based connectors, while Whisper uses a set of special tokens for task specification and classification targets. Gridex, on the other hand, has a built-in MCP server and supports 7 database drivers, including PostgreSQL, MySQL, and MongoDB. The Google API Node.js client library has a list of supported APIs on the Google APIs Explorer page. Developers can run Onyx using Docker or Kubernetes, while Whisper can be trained and tested using Python and PyTorch. Gridex can be installed on macOS, Windows, or Linux with a built-in update mechanism. The Google API Node.js client library can be installed using npm or yarn. One specific build step a developer can take today is to install the Whisper model using the command provided in the repository, and then integrate it with Onyx for speech recognition capabilities. What limitations or potential biases might arise from using a multitasking model like Whisper for speech recognition in a self-hosted AI platform like Onyx?